Rondo, though, fool almost had a triple-double, and so did LeBron, man. Welcome back to another episode of Lakeshow's Finest Redux. I'm your host, Charles Ryan, KB24 status, or yours truly, the biggest Lakers fan in the whole entire world. The Los Angeles Lakers defeated the pesky Houston Rockets 110-100. They really played well for about 42 minutes, and then things kind of fell apart there. But, this is a team that has shown resiliency in the final minutes of games. We've proven that we know how to close out games, even when the lead gets dwindled down a little bit, and that's why our regular season record was incredible. So, just great offense and defense for 42 minutes. Gotta keep that up. They had a 23-point lead, 101-78 with about 7-8 minutes left. And let it slip a little bit there. But, I liked the Lakers, Vogel's choices of mixing up the lineups. First of all, no JaVale. It's obvious now that not only is Dwight going to get the donut through this whole series, but JaVale is not playing in Game 5. God forbid there's a Game 6. We tried different rotations because of that. Of course, Vogel brought in Taylor Horton Tucker, our rookie. I was so against it when it happened. I didn't understand why it happened. He hasn't played a single minute the whole entire playoffs, so that was a huge risk. And then he ended up being like a +9 and having 5 big points and a couple steals and was just all over the place, really active. So don't be surprised if you see him more in the future, but not too much, I doubt it. The ending was frustrating, obviously. 101-78, like I said. And then with a few minutes left, it was about a 10-point lead. And then we had 4 turnovers in a row. It was like a 14-point lead. We had 4 turnovers in a row with a couple minutes left. First, a shot clock violation, which I thought wasn't, too bad of a turnover, obviously, right? You take off 24 seconds. And then we had that stupid inbounds turnover where AD literally caught it and went out of bounds like he was playing football. And then an inbounds turnover, also stupid, and Russ got a layup. And then LeBron dribbling up half court and turning it over and another layup. So that wasn't it, though. Those 2 stupid fouls out of frustration. Rondo fouling Harden, I believe, about 60 feet from the basket. Or no, actually at like almost the half court. And then AD fouling Harden with 58 seconds left. When he fouled him after he thought he'd get a call was also stupid. So really, it wasn't anything that the Rockets did. It was dumb turnovers by us, right? They didn't do anything. We gave them the edge to get in there. So just stupid things. The Rockets, man, in the first 3.5 quarters, they looked really demoralized. Like their body language, even looking on the bench in like the third quarter early, Oster versus PJ Tucker, just Ben McLemore, they all just looked like they were just about to give up and lay down. I mean, they really looked really upset. And the one guy who had probably the most passion was PJ Tucker. Only 1 offensive rebound for the Rockets through 3 quarters. 3. 0-second fast break points for the Houston Rockets. One of the fastest teams in the league, if not the fastest, through 3 quarters. And then through 3 quarters, only 19 rebounds by the Rockets. All right, that's like 6 rebounds per quarter. That's terrible. And they just didn't look like themselves, giving up wide open layups, wide open, even out of timeouts or out of starts of quarters. They give up layups going 80 feet, the whole court, just uncontested. It was just very strange how that was elementary things. If there's a wide open lane, help. and they weren't at all. It was just very weird. But so these are really important stats right here regarding those, second-hand type stats. So in Game 1, the Lakers, these are the Game 1 stats between the Lakers and the Rockets, right? So they had the same amount of rebounds. Points off turnovers, the Rockets had 15 more points off turnovers. The Rockets had 9 more fast break points than the Lakers. They had, the Lakers had 9 more fast break points than the Rockets, which was a good thing. Points in the paint, we had 2 less points in the paint, and then the second chance points, we had 4 more second chance points than them in the Game 1. But now, Game 2 through Game 4, we've had 45 more rebounds than them in that span. We've kicked their ass. The points off turnover, we were negative 15 points off turnover. Now we're plus 7 through Game 2 through 4. Plus 33 on fast break. Plus 76 in points in the paint. We've netted 76 points since Game 1 in the paint. Insane. And we were forcing the Rockets to get in the paint a lot this game, so a little bit surprised by that stat. And then we had a plus 22 in second chance points. Speaking of second chance points, the Rockets were doing nothing to box out. They were just ball watching when the ball was in the air. And Danny Green coming off the wings, getting offensive rebound. Rondo getting offensive rebounds. Danny Green has like a knack for just crashing from the corners and putting it back in or something. He's just like all over the place on those second chance opportunities. And yeah, Danny Green, Rondo, AD just getting really all over that paint. Rockets can't do anything there. But those are huge stats I just said. LeBron said in his postgame that, of course, Alex Caruso was 105-100, and then Caruso made with about 30 seconds left, Caruso made a 3, right? Dagger, put them up 8. And LeBron passed to him, right? And LeBron said he had the utmost trust and confidence in Alex Caruso, guy, this is his first playoffs. So it's really good to hear that. And LeBron said, in his postgame that he liked how the team had a sense of calmness while they were really getting their shit rocked in the final few minutes. And he said, Vogel wasn't calm, and it just felt everything was very chill. And that really helps, because LeBron said he's been with teams that haven't had those feelings in the past. So, also, James Harden played terribly, right? He only had, he had a lot of points. He had like 21, but he made 2 field goals. And LeBron said they tried so hard to stop Jay Hart getting the line. But, he did 20 times. Somehow he only made 16. And, yeah, if that's the one thing we can fix up is just the fouling, that'd be so nice. Because if we're going to foul someone, let's not foul James Harden, all right? Let's foul Westbrook. Westbrook missed several free throws, or actually I think like 2 or 3. Let's foul other guys, man. Covington, not a great free throw shooter. So we got to work on that. But overall, this game was definitely a great building block to the next game, because we figured out how to let them not shoot threes. I think in Game 2, the Rockets shot 50-something threes. Last game, they shot like 30. This game, let's see how many they shot this game real fast. They ended up shooting 30 as well. However, in the first half, they only shot like 8 threes. They really started heating up the Rockets shot 33. They really started heating up, obviously, in that run in the fourth quarter. But we were doing a great job running them off the three-point line, helping the helper and everything. And that was really effective. So that's a great building block, because this was a wire-to-wire victory, no matter how tense it got and upset that I was at that run. So, yeah, Lakers got this. There's no way the Rockets are winning 3 3 games in a row. You know, a lot of people I talk to say Lakers in 6. I totally disagree. I mean, Lakers got this. You know, we're on a collision course with the Clippers, and the Clippers will probably close out the series tomorrow night. And we have to close out the next game because I don't want the Clippers to have a lot of rest compared to us. We had a week of rest prior to this series, and maybe that was a day or two too long because we lost game 1. But I just want that rest. We cannot let this get extended. I don't want to play, ring around the rosy or whatever with this squad because they'll kick our ass. One thing Frank Vogel said that I really liked, he said, a lot of people expected Kuzma to be the third option, and I said in my last podcast, it doesn't have to be Kuzma. It can be other guys. Now it's Rondo, Danny Green, whatever. Because Kuzma doesn't need to score 22, 23 points for them to win. Just like 10 to 15. But Vogel said the third option is the open man. And that's a great quote. I mean, that is the name of the game. If you include Avery Bradley, we have like 6-7 guys that are capable of getting 10, 15, 20 points. It's like Rondo, Danny Green, KCP, Kuzma, Avery Bradley. I mean, keep going. So I just really liked this effort tonight. Besides those couple minutes. All right, let's go through the stats real fast. So, like I said, it was a wire-to-wire victory. Great defense in the first half. We only allowed 41 points. We had 52 rebounds. They had 26. Only 1 offensive rebound total for the Rockets. I thought that was just through 3 quarters. 12 for the Lakers. The Rockets only had 25 rebounds. We had 40. 30 assists for us. Rockets had 24. We had 9 steals. Rockets had 10. Rockets had 6 blocks. I don't remember any of those. Lakers had 4. Both teams had 16 turnovers. The most important stat in this game is probably the 3-point stat, right? Rockets were 14 for 33, and we were 9 for 30. Field goal percentage overall, we shot 49%. The Rockets shot 43%. We only missed tonight. This game was like stuff flipped. The Rockets were the squad that missed all the free throws. The Rockets missed 9 free throws tonight. I don't think I've ever seen them miss 9 free throws. Really, that's quite a few. James Harden missed 4. We only missed 1 free throw. It totally flipped. The only guy that missed a free throw was, of course, LeBron. But 15 for 16 for us from the line for 94%. The biggest lead was 23 when the score was 101 to 78, and the game was only tied once. I don't know if that means... Oh, no, it doesn't mean 1-0-0. They were tied 2 minutes into the first, so that was it. The longest run was 9 by the Rockets, and like I said, wire-to-wire, 0 lead changes. The Houston Rockets finished with 2 fast break points, so they only had 2 in the fourth quarter. Lakers had 19. Lakers had 62 points in the paint. Rockets 24. So not only did the Rockets not make a lot of threes, they made 14 for, 42 points. But not a lot of points in the paint. What we would do is, we'd run them off 3-point line. They'd take 1 dribble in for a 2. Especially Russell Westbrook would do that a lot. We had 8, hold on. Points off turnovers. Lakers had 17. The Rockets had 19. This is interesting. I'm looking at the stats on ESPN and NBA.com, and they're different. NBA.com says each team had 16 turnovers, while ESPN says the Rockets had 17, Lakers at 18. So I don't know which is which. But, yeah. So LeBron almost triple-double. Played really, really well, except the final stretch. but he had the best plus minus in the game at 15. You know, whenever there's a little run, we can always count on him to come in. He had only played 33 minutes, which is great. It's a good time for him in a blowout game, essentially. 16 points, 15 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, and 4 turnovers. LeBron shot 41%, 7 for 17 from the field. Over 5 from 3. So if you take out those threes, he was 7 for 12. Anthony Davis, 29 points, 10 for 18 from the field, played 40 minutes, was a plus 7, 0 for 2 from 3. So LeBron and AD made 0 threes. You make a couple of those, the game's really, really over, right? But AD was 9 for 9 from the free throw line, so really big correction, right? He hasn't been nearly close to his normal regular season average since tonight. He had 12 rebounds, so 29 and 12 for AD, 5 assists, 2 blocks, and 5 turnovers. Marquis Morris, he started. Only played 22 minutes, but he should get more time. Marquis played well. He had 9 points, shot 4 for 10 from the field, 4 rebounds, 1 turnover. It was a plus 13. So he's the best plus minus besides LeBron. He needs more than 22 minutes. He really does. This game, we went 10 deep, right? Excuse me, we went 9 deep. Kuzma, Rondo, Caruso, and Tucker. So there's no reason Marquis shouldn't be getting at least, 25 to 30. 22, not enough. He needs to get 28. Yeah, he's that good. I mean, his plus minus in these lineups are super high. I don't know if it's defensively, but I think all it is really, I'm not saying it's not just defense, but really it is, though, just being able to move and follow these guys off screens, running around, stagger picks, closing out on three-pointers, because JaVale and Dwight can't do that. Markieff is also a great screen setter, great pick and popper. Danny Green actually had a decent game tonight, the inconsistent one. He was 4 for 9. He had 3 offensive rebounds, which I loved. 4 for 9, 10 points in 25 minutes, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. KCP, 10 points, 4 for 6, really efficient. 2 for 3 from 3. KCP took 6 shots. I think he should take more than that. KCP is really underrated, I think. But yeah, 10 points, 2 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 steal. He was a -1. So the whole entire starting lineup was positive except for KCP at -1. Morris was 13, like I said, and Danny Green was a +10. Kuzma did not have a great game tonight. It says he had 0 rebounds. I don't know if that's true, but guess he did. 4 points, 0 rebounds, 1 turnover, 3 assists, right? So Kuzma doesn't have to be the third option. The third option is now officially Rondo. Rondo almost had a triple-double in 28 minutes, man. So efficient. 11 points for Rondo, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, 3 turnovers. He was 5 for 8. He was a -4. He had the worst plus-minus in the game, but that doesn't really matter. He affected the game. 8 assists is 8 assists. Yeah. So, Caruso, 29 minutes. Caruso was awesome tonight. He had 16 points. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal. And are you ready? Are you ready for this? I don't know if you're ready for this. 2 blocks for Alex Caruso. He's really mastered the, standing up straight verticality shit, coming down the lane, Russell Westbrook shit. And he's good when he's vertical, stripping the ball with his opposite hand. Well, the other hand's, straight up in the guy's face. So that's the stats. Caruso was awesome. That huge dagger 3 was incredible. And then last but not least, Taylor Horton Tucker, 7 minutes, 5 points, 2 steals, 2 rebounds, and 9 plus 9 for the game. So, man, the Lakers the stats were awesome. Sorry, that was a highlight reel of the game. All right, so the Rockets, they did not play well. Like, when it says James Harden shot 2 for 11, right? It doesn't really say what it is because he shot 20 free throws. So he really shot like 12 for 24 or whatever. But Eric Gordon, 34 minutes, 19 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal. PJ Tucker, 32 minutes, 0 for 4 from the field, 0 points, 0 for 2 from 3. Usually PJ Tucker gets at least 2, 3, 4 threes made per game. I mean, he only shot 2. I don't know why. I guess we were really lasering down on him. Eric Gordon got his threes, though, 4 for 8. PJ Tucker, 3 rebounds, plus 4. And actually had 1 block, so there we go. Rocco looked like he was doing well. That injury in the last game didn't seem to really affect him that much. I thought there would be maybe a face mask for his nose or something, but I guess he didn't break it or anything. But, yeah, he played decent. I mean, he was there. He had the worst plus-minus for them, but defensively he was awesome. I mean, he had 2 steals, but it felt like he had 4 or 5. The Rockets, as a team, were terrible defensively, but he was the one guy that really stood out. 3 points for him, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 steals. He made 1 3. That was his only points. He only shot the ball twice. I don't get how in 23 minutes you can only shoot it twice. And PJ Tucker played 32 minutes and only shoot the ball 4 times. That's every 8 minutes you shoot it. I don't get that. Like, how is that even possible? Next game, though, he probably will shoot the lights out. Harden, 39 minutes, 21 points, 1 for 6 from 3. I don't think we fouled him once at the 3-point line tonight, which I was really proud of. You know, we may have given up 20 free throws to him, but at least none of them were stupid 3, kick leg, get under his feet type of fouls. 21 points, 4 rebounds, 10 assists, 5 turnovers, 2 steals, and somehow James Harden had 3 blocks, according to NBA.com. I don't remember any of them. But yeah, he had 3 fouls, and he should have had his 4th in the second quarter, but the refs changed it, and then from there he didn't get a foul. But that would have really hurt the Rockets if he had 4 fouls going into the third. And Westbrook, I know I said this last game, but it felt like he had empty stats. His body language was terrible in this game. His defense was awful. Several times LeBron would go to the rim and he'd be in the corner and he just wouldn't help and he'd just stand still and do nothing. He wouldn't commit to the guy who was defending and he wouldn't commit to the ball. So I don't know what's up with him. Maybe he's still hurt. I don't know. He did play 40 minutes, 25 points, shot 50%, 3 for 8 from 3, 6 for 9 from the free throw line. It's just those stats, they feel empty. His energy was just terrible. I don't know what's up with him. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers, 3 steals for Westbrook, and 1 block for a -10. Ben McLemore, 9 points in 14 minutes. He made 3 threes. He was 3 of 3. All those were in the third quarter, fourth quarter when they were making that run. He was like literally the only guy that could make a 3 before their barrage started in the fourth. Jeff Green, 9 points in 26 minutes. 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 block. Austin Rivers, 27 minutes, 14 points, 5 for 8 from the field, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 steal. So a turnaround game for Austin Rivers. He was kind of jawing at the players a lot. I remember this one play that was hilarious where he inadvertently elbowed KCP, I think. And then, he inadvertently elbowed Caruso. And there was no call. And the very next play, Rondo's, driving up the court, and Rivers comes to double him because Caruso's down on the ground, on the other side of the court from getting hit, and Rondo just delivers an elbow right to his face. I thought that was hilarious. It really was. So good job by Rondo standing up for his guy. But yeah, then Rivers got really pissed off and was really annoying after that. He was talking some shiitake. But those are the stats. Game 5 is Saturday night. It was really weird how the game started at 4 o'clock today. I mean, I guess it's good for the Lakers because it's 7 o'clock on the East Coast, and that's usually when the Lakers play, 7:30, rather than 9 o'clock, the times they were normally playing. But, Saturday they'll be the only game. I can't wait. The Lakers have to shut them out. And, I kind of got the same vibe when, I think it was 2015 or 2016, when the Rockets played the Warriors, and the Rockets, I think, were down 3-0 or 3-1. And James Harden it was like the second round or something, and James Harden made like a game-winning shot over Steph or something. And he was going crazy, and the whole entire bench was like really upset. They were like, they just wanted to get the hell out of there. That they wanted to go 1-2-3 Cancun, and Dwight was on the team, and he looked really upset. And I'm getting that vibe from this team. I don't know if they want to keep playing this. I mean, it's clear Daniel House is over this, just getting a hooker to his room. But, yeah, I mean, I think they're going to give in. I really do. And I'm probably going to be wrong, but that's what I think. All right. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Charles Ryan, KB24 status, or yours truly, the biggest fan in the world. Take care and go Lakers.